Don't watch, just listen. Theater presents.
Once long ago I fell in love with an embarrassingly younger man. I thought him intelligent, cultured, and witty beyond his years. We could talk for hours about things that I thought only I had noticed and understood. I ate, slept, and drank this person into my system until my soul hummed in harmony with his. It was a net fling which lasted 4 years and involved 2 face-to-face meetings which ultimately led to nothing more but hours and days of teasing, promises, and out-and-out lies. At some point late in the game, I started feeling him pulling away, and although he was too cowardly to just say the words that would break the rope of friendship and lust that bound us together, he stretched it as far as it would go, and I was beginning to be able to hear it as the little fibers were popping loose. Depression started to set in as I saw the eventual fate of my hopes and heart fraying and growing weaker one thread at a time. One day, out of a desperate need to have contact with him, any contact, I released on him a creativity that I thought only he would recognize and appreciate by writing him the following letter. Dear boy, I am cooler than a '57 Caddy painted black with flames, fuzzy dice bouncing off the bug-spattered windshield as you floor it and tear up Mulholland Boulevard under the light of a full moon. I am cooler than the Rat Pack in 1966 Vegas playing a one-night stand at the glitter-strewn Flamingo. I am cooler than a first kiss. I am cooler than a snow day in June. I am cooler than found money when you're down to your last dime. I am cooler than a hepcat beatnik swathed in black standing in a single smoky spotlight reading deep indigo beat poetry in a basement coffee shop. I am cooler than a patron in said basement coffee shop, snapping my fingers in beatnik applause as I squint my eyes and nod, pretending to understand the poet and feel his deep indigo agony muttering, "Yeah, man, I can dig it." I am cooler than a crystal-clear epiphany after 3,928 days of cloudy, putty-colored thought. I am cooler than an 80-year-old granny riding bitch seat on a cherried-out Harley, hanging on to a virile, leather-clad man, the wind whipping through her Fredericks of Hollywood wig, bugs sticking in the braces she had put on her dentures, her American flag halter top gleaming in the noonday sun. But I am not too cool to head off on an impetuous, free-spirited impromptu jaunt on foot into a rocky, rough meadow where I promptly step into a craggy hole, collapsing into a tangled, befuddled heap on the ground. Nor am I too cool to bruise my knees, sprain my ankles, wrench my back in 2 places, somehow damage my neck, and just batter my body in general. I am also not too cool to listen in horror to the sounds of my body popping and snapping in a dozen places as I see the earth rising up to meet me. Hello, Earth! Gravity is a fickle bastard. One day it's keeping me from drifting into the breathless, icy grip of outer space, then suddenly he decides to tackle me, dragging me to the ground like a Central Park rapist in a one-man rampage. But I am cool enough to lie there on the ground looking calmly into the dusk-dappled foliage, inhaling deeply as the honeysuckle spreads its evening musk like rich icing on a wedding cake, wondering what all's broken in my temporarily numb and shocked body. And I begin to laugh. Not big gay belly laughs, just little bursts of gasp-hyphenated giggles, wondering if I'll ever be able to unfold my tortured legs and leave this lyric meadow before night falls and possums make a midnight snack of me. My oh-so-cool brain says to me, "Hey, what did you expect, baby? Is this not the perfect exclamation point to your week? You wanted pain? You're about to get it, sister." Then I thought of God, that zany jokester with his remote control, his well-manicured martini-stained fingers poised over the eject button, the salivating cocktail party vultures with their lips curled in hideous toothy grins and their eyes glazed over in wild anticipation. In contrast, I seem to have an angel whose main duty it is to protect me from broken glass. I have a fear that borders on stomach-churning phobia of broken glass. I'm still finding glass in my home, from the exploding cake pan incident, and I remain astounded and grateful that all I got was a token nick on my pinky finger. And as I sat there in a crumpled mound tonight, I found that there were countless long dagger shards of broken beer bottles all around me, but none of them under me, and I didn't get cut. Odd, huh? So what it comes down to is this. I'm in pain and feeling fantastically dorky about taking an annoyingly clumsy tumble and wrecking my body. I'm oddly optimistic, though. It seems to be the most normal and manageable event of my week. I found that I vastly prefer bodily damage to heartbreak. Interesting lesson, this, but I'm not sure how it will ever serve me in any real or helpful way. Sort of like algebra. I hope that your week is shaping up better than mine. Much love as always, Alyssa. To which I received this reply. You all right, hon? It was at this moment that one last dusty, dry fiber sprung loose from the rope, and I was released back into my own custody.